Okay. This is unsettling. Rehabilitation dispensary.
Hold on.
Tor, wait! It's me!
Alright, this is just a save room. Got some stuff in it, though. We're definitely gonna want. Put some stuff away, because I don't need this many flares, and I definitely don't need this much healing. We'll do a quick save, and we'll go try to help Tor out, I guess.
Oh, come on.
I'm so not concerned. That's not the right word. So curious, I guess. What made Cynthia Weaver into this? That's interesting. She was pretty much like the guardian of the light in the first game. She was one of Alan's strongest allies. Holy crap. Look at the reflection, the shadow quality on the window. On the wall over here. Holy smokes. Like, that's just nuts. That's wild stuff. Huh.
This door needs a knob. A security computer.
Vladimir Bloom, you've been accepted into the prestigious ranks of our hallowed organization. As such, you will join our noble cause and be privy to our most guarded secrets. The ceremony will take place the day after the next new moon. As is tradition, the cult of the tree welcomes you, Yakko and Ilmo Koskela.
The Koskela brothers aren't just in the cult. They're its damn leaders.
Okay. Time to do this real quick. Drink some water real quick. What are my cases? Tor left through the cafeteria door.
Tor left the wellness center.
Okay. Maybe it's controlled remotely. Need to find the controls. Door locked behind him. I was so close. Bolted the tree. Yakko and Ilmo were running the cult.
Nope.
Huh? Cult initiation letter addressed to... Oh, I guess we're making a new one for Vlad. Interesting. Confirmed cult member. All of this out. That out. Wait, do I have all of the TV things? Let's check. 5 out of 6, so there's one more to get. Okay.
Needs a password. And a warrant, technically. But hey, desperate times.
CRT screen technology. Is it just on here? No code on here that I can see. What are all of these days that are marked? They're little pins. July 9th, third quarter. What do these mean? All right, let's go back to do the cases real quick. Anderson Brothers. Password protected security computer.
The computer controls the door that Tor went through.
Some dates are circled. Dates or common passwords might be something here. Letter stating initiation is a day after the new moon. Bloom recently joined the cult. Is anyone here not a damn cultist? All right. Day after the new moon. May 19th. Hold on. When was the letter? Day after the next new moon. Fuck. All right. So it's either August 17th. And it's the next new moon, so it won't be this one. So it's either, and these are holidays, day off. July 17th. So it would be the 18th. 17th is circled. So maybe July 18th, so 0718 or 0817. Let's check. Nope. 071823. Oh no. All right, so we need the full date. Is it 081723? 081720. No, come on. Why is it skipping some? 081723. Oh, we did it. Okay, we got it. Marshall Security, Control and Beyond. Marshall Security? Do we know anyone in this universe named Marshall? I think we do. I think Marshall is literally the name of the head of the security of the Federal Bureau of Control. Yeah, Helen Marshall. She was the head of operations for the Federal Bureau of Control under Trench. Huh, and that's why it's a white pyramid.
Open.
Interesting. Mail. VIP recruits, Kalevala Knight. Vladimir, I do not need to remind you that Tor and Odin would be ideal candidates for the cult. Please try harder to recruit them. Riddle for your rifle. Why did you take the doorknob to my personal room? I am sick of old people tricks. You bring it back so I can get my rifle. I'm supposed to go on a deer hunt tomorrow. If you don't, I will hunt you instead. From unknown sender. I'm a little doorknob that's out of place, but solve these clues and you can trace the way to your private space. I meet you at the grate inside the bright glassy cage where pretty flowers bloom. Meet you at the grate inside a bright glassy cage where pretty flowers bloom.
There's Tor, and he's out of his mind. Need to get to him.
All right, so here's the thing. I want to get a rifle. But I think we're gonna do that puzzle. So we just have to figure out what the glassy cage means near the grate. It's got to be the front of the building, right? Where are we? This is probably the bright and glassy cage, right? We just want to go back there and try to see if we can find it. Because that's the only place I can think of that's like covered in glass here. Unless it means it's like literally in the nursing home, which would be a bummer.
Shit!
What? What is this? Oh my god. Jesus. That is the most terrifying monster design I have seen ever. It's the lake. It is literally Cauldron Lake. I need to shoot its bottom head too. This is a boss.
Around the corner.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. That is insane. That was the coolest monster design I have seen in a video game in forever. Holy crap. What in the world? Oh, it's doing this thing again.
Gale Barrows stared at his chest x-ray. It was in his left lung. It felt like a black hole, an opening to darkness. He felt like he was drowning. He coughed and coughed and coughed. So hard his whole body and soul felt twisted and mangled, upside down and inside out. With every cough, the black hole grew bigger. It felt good. It tore him up, but it felt good. Gale was dying. The black hole was sucking everything good out of him. He imagined looking through it, into the darkness. The black hole grinned. Gale couldn't escape its gravity. He worshipped it. Gale sacrificed to it. In blood.
Okay, so that was Gale. That's terrifying. Gale Barrows. Violent outbursts resulting from rapid onset dementia should be restrained whenever possible until a dosage can be found that impedes his aggression. Oh, thank you for giving me a ton of healing. That's great. Which way do I want to go to get back out, though?
Must be locked from the other side.
That's word reception. Oh, yeah, it's over here. Okay. Oh, hey, the door opened over here, so we should be able to get in there and get the thing. Right? Oh, this is like our first flat screen in the whole game. Interesting. It's the little things that you notice. Doorknob. Alright, let's stop by a room where we can put stuff away. Can we do that in here? Is there a shoebox in here? Because that would be helpful. Especially if I'm gonna have to, we'll go back to the main wing really quick. Oh, it's dark. It got dark out again. And all the doors are open. What are you doing over there, Ati? Okay.
Norman, put some clothes on. What if that towel slipped? No one wants to see your meat basket.
Not until I've got more sauna.
Calling it a meat basket. Oh. It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel not good. Kettles with Norman, cover your peepily. Okay, yikes. Where was the room that I could put all my stuff in? Here. Y'all, we have so much healing. Like, I just literally, I am drowning in resources right now. Ren says that sure is a new one. Don't think I'm personally a fan of Meat Basket, but definitely a new one. Yeah. Well, as I said, this is the most creative game I've played in a very long time. There was an article posted today, an interview with Sam Lake about Alan Wake 2, about how it is his weirdest game and that he's really happy with it. And the interviewer asked, like, what kind of game do you want to make after Alan Wake, right? Like, what is the kind of game that you want to do that you haven't done yet? And he said that he wanted to write a gothic dark fantasy. And I just need the universe, I need to will this into existence. I need to will Sam Lake's Elden Ring 2 into existence. Like, I want FromSoft to call up Sam Lake and be like, hey, buddy, we need you to George R.R. Martin this and give me Elden Ring 2 by Sam Lake. It's a simple request. It's all I'm asking for. Give it to me. Please let me have it.
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy. He lowered his phone. Mulligan isn't picking up. Yako shook his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton. Ilmo didn't like it. No one was answering the phone at the workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its light shining in the night. They couldn't wait any longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to. This is our big moment. We watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the shoulder. The brothers donned their masks. The cult of the tree was ready.
Huh. So they didn't want to hurt Saga. Like, explicitly. Oh, yeah, hiccup.
They're all so soft and sad.
I said hiccup, I meant sneeze. I sneezed. That's what happened. All right, we got a rifle.
Need to catch up with Tor.
Okay. His hammer.
This must have been Tor's.
Arts and Entertainment. Bright Falls Gazette. Bright Falls Record, right? Found a box of ammo for a hunting rifle in the cafeteria. Rose, I think you left some behind again. You really should be more careful. Take a tip from Vlad. A fellow weapon enthusiast, always lock it up. Come collect it from me whenever you can. I brought the tea that you said you liked. I can make you a cup if you want. Lost and found. Mittens, homemade. A notebook full of daily meal plans. A nice fountain pen. An antique hair clip. Very pretty. Address inquiries to your friend Rose. Rose likes hunting, huh? So I can't get through there. Oh my god. Through the kitchen, I guess. Who had it coming? You know what? Let's go ahead and just heal myself to full. Partially just to get more inventory space. Man, I wish ibuprofen was that fast acting. Hate that sound.
Tor Anderson, you come out of here this minute. That water is bad for you. Tor, wait!
What?
Cynthia Weaver, I know it's you. This kind of behavior is not okay. Let him go. Tor!
Damn.
Huh. So Rose knows about Cynthia? What is going on? What is happening here? That's extremely interesting immediately. What the hell?
It's 1988, a face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared, the old gods facing something even more powerful, something harder to define even.
Warlindor was hit by lightning.
Changing the perspective, raving lunatics all, caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral, shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
Whoa. Okay, so I was right. Warlindor did take his eye as part of a deal. That's interesting. And that makes what was said earlier about Dor make a lot more sense. In the 80s, he was struck by lightning and just disappeared. It said there were eyewitnesses at the scene. Was it the Anderson brothers? Were they the witnesses? Because if so, pretty intriguing. All right, so we're back here just before I have to padlock things. I'm gonna just look around real quick. Okay, we're learning things. Back here. Am I gonna get the bolt cutters back here? Because if so, nope.
What was that? Where did Tor go?
What on earth do you mean, Saga? Tor is resting in the wellness center. Remember?
What? We both saw him go into the pond.
Okay.
Are you fucking with me, or is this a story again?
Now. Let's cool it with the language.
She's clearly lying to me. Why? Rose watched Tor go into the pond. Why is she lying to me?
The secret mission for Alan's #1 fan. The hero will say Wake has returned. We're all characters in his story. Gee whiz.
I'm not his fucking character. But I can use that phrase to make Rose stop lying to me. Wake has returned. Cynthia took Tor. What happened to her?
When the darkness touches your head, your bookshelf gets shuffled. I put her lamp in the shoebox. What do you call a lamp lady without her lamp?
Is Rose talking about Cynthia or herself?
Oh,
Or both?
okay. We're suddenly getting more information. Rose put Cynthia's lamp in the shoebox. When Alan was in the dark place, Dor showed him the room that had a shoebox in it, and when Alan went in, there was a lamp in the shoebox. So Rose took Cynthia's special lamp and sent it to the dark place to Alan so he could get out. And that left Cynthia vulnerable.
Rose. Wake has returned.
Oh my God. You're the hero! You're here to save Alan! I feel so silly for trying to keep you out of the wellness center. I locked Tor and Gale in there after they lost it, and I didn't want you getting hurt. Before I forget, here's the page Wake told me to give you. Oh, and you'll need my keys to get around.
She's literally been lying to us this whole time because she's trying to play the character. She's out of the narrative but knows the narrative. So she's trying to play into it to make sure that everything goes right. So she's not evil. She's just a pain in the ass.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rescue him.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. Standing there, Saga felt exposed, expecting the shadows to come alive. The needle crackled on the vinyl. The song swelled. Odin had said it was written for her and her mother. Her grandfather's apology. The lamentation of an old man. His heart was broken, sinking into darkness. Odin had said that the song would be a way to know Tor, a way to find him. A light bloomed in through the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished into the pond. Saga knew what she had to do.
All right. Gotta talk to Odin.
The page mentions a missing record. Do you know where it is, Odin?
Driven by passion, raging like a storm. Your grandfather made the song to apologize to your mother, Freya, and to you.
I was right.
Tor's like a storm. Your mother did the right thing, leaving with you, even if it broke your grandfather's heart. And mine. Listen to the song, Saga. It's all there. Tor only had one record made. He keeps it in the museum.
Odin knows my mom's name. He's saying my mom took me away when I was still a baby. Plausible. Stay on task. The record is in the museum.
So yeah, it makes sense. I mean, to be clear, guessing that her name was Freya earlier is not that hard. Not that difficult.
Tor
Understanding that
disappeared into the pond.
it's all Nordic
It's
gods.
another overlap. Has to be. How do I get inside?
Another overlap, huh? Wake told Rose to look for the hero. Rose knows what's going on here. If I tell her that Wake has returned, maybe she'll think I'm the hero and help me.
The page says the record will open the overlap. Or is the
There's
page
only-
predetermining it?
Huh.
Am I just playing into the story?
Okay. Well, nice work, us. So yeah, Rose is... Oh, definitely. Rose is definitely involved in this. From a few things Mom said, this is actually plausible. Is it really true? What did Tor do to make Mom leave? It has to do with Mr. Door, for sure. I wonder if Warland Door is Freya's father. Not Freya's father, Saga's father.
Odin Anderson stirred in his bed, his vision hazy, smudged. He felt weighted down by an ocean of dark water. Through the haze, he made out Saga. Odin felt useless. He wished he could tell Saga how his silly faces made her smile when she was young. Too young to remember. Odin used to joke that Tor was her grandfather, but he was the Allfather. He smiled at the memory. Odin was the kinder of the Anderson brothers. Tor lacked patience, more volatile. The brothers fought a lot, but they were inseparable. Now Tor was missing, dragged into darkness. Odin could feel it. Time was running out for both of them.
He's having nightmares. I want to go up to Ati's room. Gail's room first. Another manuscript page. I'm getting so many of them now.
Wheeler set up a foundation with the sales of their greatest hits album. He used the cash to build a nursing facility. The old men deserved it. An old manor in Bright Falls. Wheeler hired a contractor to have it refitted as an old folks' care home. At this point, Wheeler felt good about himself. He had a heart of gold. No need to feel guilty. Wheeler left the work to the contractor and returned to New York City. He had done his part. It was time to turn over a new leaf. The contractors figured out Wheeler was gone for good. They took the money and ran. When the fall rains came, the leaks started appearing.
Oh. An advantage of... Hate to see it.
Goddamn lights.
No use crying in the dark place. What has been has gone. But trouble doesn't look like this. You can go to the basement and check the generator. But look out.
Ati.
You can never know in which tree the devil sits.
The basement. Thanks. Do you know anything about the cult of the tree?
Yes, yes. He who reaches for a spruce tree will stumble into a juniper. Bloom was one of them. He has kicked empty. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, but I like his shoes.
How did you know Blum was part of the cult?
Oh, Fox never runs out of tricks. He's a crazy man, and he will show his ways. Bloom like to talk.
Oh, Ahti. Just the nicest man. It's helpful. I have a thing for characters that are like workman-like, I guess is the best way to describe it. I really like that Ahti here is like what he just said, right? There's no use crying in the dark. What was is now gone. So he's like, you can't change this. This is what it is. But you can go downstairs and fix the generator. And it's just like when characters are like that, that's just like so refreshing. It's such an interesting character vibe to have. Really compelling. So when they show up and they're like, hey, let's chill out and do the work. It's like, yeah, you're right, Ahti. I do need to just go downstairs. You're such a genius. But he is the man of the sea. I really don't need the flare. I don't want to use this right now either. You know, actually, I will keep some of that because it did a lot of damage last time. We're gonna go back to Ahti's room to get the trauma pad because I need it. Well, I mean, I guess I don't need it, but I want it. Well, bullets, baby. Let's go. All right, down to the generator, I suppose. I don't know exactly how to get down there. How do we get downstairs? Ahti said they'd be safe on the porch. Probably right. Ahti is generally not wrong about things like that. How do we get to the basement? It's close by. Is it outside? Is that what I'm learning here? Oh my god. This is where the basement is. Okay. Oh, he's still... There you are. Oof. All right, back to safety. Sugi says, absolutely terrifying, would not want to be in this situation. Yeah, I also wouldn't want to be in this situation. I don't think anyone would. It's a bad situation to be in.
Shit. I need to get the power back on.
Is that Blum? Or is that a contractor? I think that's Blum. Because look, he has the Puko knives.
Key fob's no good without power.
Either that or that's the contractor, and the reason why the contractor never came is because they've been killed or whatever. Buy more fuses, many more crappy old equipment keeps blowing them. VB. Need fuses.
Wheeler used to be the agent of a manic depressive celebrity writer, Alan Wake. Wake had various addictions on his back. An on-off death wish. Wheeler had seen a thing or two. Wheeler paid a lot of money for a good shrink. Got himself convinced that all the nightmares he'd seen leading up to Wake drowning himself were just his imagination. PTSD. Now we had pills to keep the shadows from his sleep. But the Andersons were something else. The nightmares were starting to creep in again. Or maybe it was the drugs in the air. Wheeler hoped it was the drugs. The Andersons were so old. Vampires. After every gig and the party that followed, it took them weeks to bounce back. And they never did completely. Each time Wheeler expected them to croak.
Alright, we need another fuse.
Maybe there are spares nearby.
That back. Let's get ourselves some more inventory space. Go ahead and make a save.